Hey everybody, this is Joel, the Accidental Retiree, here on YouTube. Bienvenidos a nuestro canal y bienvenidos al otro episodio aquí en YouTube. Bienvenidos everybody. Buen domingo. It is Sunday morning here in Bucerias, and I've got a few comments and requests via the Patreon. And if you want to see some additional cool stuff that I don't normally share on YouTube, you can go to my Patreon, set up a free account there, and see that additional information. Anyways, one of the comments that came in is, what the heck do you do in Mexico as a retiree? Like, what does a regular day look like? So I thought I would kind of like break it down. It's going to be like a little bit of a mini series. In this video, I'm going to show you what it looks like for me on a Sunday. And then I'm going to do another video of more of my like regular, let's call it my work week, even though I'm retired in quotes, still have a little bit of work to do, still got some things that kind of keep me busy. So maybe I'll, kind of take you guys around 15, 20 minutes or so and show you what my work day looks like. And then maybe the third part of that series is I'm going to do, I'm actually working on it right now, an actual monthly budget of what it costs us to live here in Bucerias, Mexico. And, everything from the cost of running our home, to the cost of groceries, eating out, travel, all that kind of thing. So yeah, I think that'll be a cool thing to do. Thank you very much to those who sent me the request for that video. I'm going to get right on it. Anyways, it is Sunday morning. Es domingo. Más o menos como casi a las 8:45 en la mañana. Estoy preparando de montar mi caballo. Tomando un poquito café. So I'm just getting ready to go riding, having a little bit of coffee. I've already made coffee for Jillian. She's still up having a very lazy Sunday and having coffee in bed, and a little chocolatín that we bought, a little chocolate croissant. And I'm just hanging out. Just watched a couple videos on the phone, nothing crazy. I fed the cats. I'm going to head on down to the Frutería Parras para comprar unas zanahorias. Y los zanahorias como son los dulces para los caballos. I'm going to buy some carrots from the little fruteria. And that's like a treat for the horses. They love it. Finish my coffee, head out to Frutería Parras. We're going to buy some zanahorias. And I think that's going to be kind of cool too. Follow me as I walk out the door. And one of the things I love about living in my Mexican community here, is that everything is at my doorstep. And whether it's going to Delia's, the little tienda, or the Fruteria Parras, or the butcher, the carniceria, or the pescaderia, the fishmonger guy, everything is so close. I'm going to finish my coffee and then let's roll. Oh, I forgot one important thing, my wallet. All right, we got kitty cats. Hey, guys. Hey, good morning. Good morning, guys. This is Fat Boo, everybody. He's pretty chubby. We call him Fat Boo. And this is Flufferton. She's pretty fat, too. Very healthy and a little bit gordito, everybody. We'll see you. Oh, and this is a new guy. His name is Sushi. He's up for adoption. If anyone is looking for a nice cat, he's actually a really nice guy. Adelaide found him on a horse ride, maybe about 6 or 7 or 8 weeks ago. Good little guy. Okay. All right, guys, this is my hood. I'm just going to show you something before we go. And we're going to do an interview with these guys. I basically renovated this house for them on the corner, and it looks amazing. It was all white, and we were like, I think you need to paint that blue. And they're going to wait. They're just like, you know what, we're going to live in it for a while. And just the other day, they painted it, and it looks stunning. Like, it really, on the corner, just completely pops. And I love this. I love the way this renovation turned out. It wasn't much there. We'll have to filter back to some of the videos, and we'll do a video update on what that looks like. Buenos dias, Chocorol. Chocorol, amigo. Oh, oh. Oh. Me and Chocorol have a love-hate relationship. I think he loves me deep down, but anytime his parents, his dueños are there, he's got to show his teeth. Anyways, this is another project that we'll be doing an update on soon. This is a brand new house, and we're just waiting for the windows and all the final details like the kitchen, the carpentry, and she's going to be good to go. It's a beautiful home. So we'll do another update on that very soon. And yeah, like literally half a block from my house, Fruteria Paras. Buenos dias. All right, so you guys can see the Fruteria Paras basically has everything you need. Aguas frescas, and that's Jamaica. Jillian bought that the other day. Jamaica is really, really good here. But you got fresas, you got champiñones, tomates, you have basically everything. And in this fridge here, you usually got like your lechuga, your lettuce. There's the zanorias we'll get for the horses, all kinds of peppers, cucumbers, celery, again, some more tomatoes, some eggplant in there, and yeah, lots of onions. Basically everything you could imagine from a fruteria and more. And it's pretty well stocked, and everything is rotated quite often, so nice and fresh. And then on this side, you have kind of like, your standard stuff if you need to get it. Some salsas and mayonnaises and some dried chilies, garlic, sunflower seeds, basically everything. Anyways, I'm here for carrots. Let's get that because I'm already running a little bit late. Horses are ready. Let's just get a handful of carrots and basically just come on in, fill up your little basket. Buenos dias.
Buenos días.
And just take two, and they'll put it on a little scale and give you a price, and that's pretty well it. ¿Cuánto vale?
26.
26. 20. 30. Gracias. All right, so carrots in hand. Oh yeah, and if you have actually fresh eggs is another great thing, and little fresh farm cheeses. Basically everything you need you can pretty well come, and even some tortillas. So it's actually quite a bit you can buy from the fruteria, and that's how we kind of shop here, which is great. Like, yeah, we literally don't have to like stock up our fridge. It's like, okay, gotta go buy some lettuce, gotta go buy some carrots, gotta go buy some celery. I just run out my door and go get it. It also contributes to the local economia. You have kind of like this local economy infrastructure, and it's important for all of us to try to keep it alive, and not just foreigners, but Mexicans too, because yesterday we were at Costco. We go there every 3 or 4 weeks to just buy some very specific stuff. I like to get my beef from there because, really, that's pretty well the best beef you can get. There's a couple places now I got to try where I can order online, so I'm going to do that soon. So we stock up on a few things like that, but generally speaking, we buy most of our stuff locally or at the local grocery store like La Comer or Mega here in Bucerias. All right, I'm yapping way too long. Let's go get Chicklet. We're going to take Chicklet with us today. That's the dog. And we're going to head over to the ranch right now. Vámonos. Chicklet, we're gonna go see the horses. Go see the horses. Let's go, you and me. Come on, let's go, buddy. All right, Chicky, let's go. You know, we're gonna go see the horses. Yes. Chicky, in you go. Up, up, up. Well, that was fun. Hola, Candelario. ¿Cómo estás?
Bien, esperándote.
Sí, estoy un poquito tarde. Hola, Finley. ¿Listo? I got a treat for you later, okay? After the ride. We're gonna do a little more work here. I'm gonna clean all this area up here. We just built the corrals. Put on a new roof. And there's Felix. And next we're gonna do a rectangular pen here. So I'm gonna clear out all this land. And we're gonna build a pen so we can do some exercises with the horses and kind of let them run. They're eating breakfast right now, and then they get out and graze. But yeah, so we got the new the new corrals done. There's Malika. Hola, Malika. And this is my buddy Felix. This is Felix, my boy. But he was a little sick the other week, so I'm not gonna ride him, but we're gonna give Felix a treat because he likes carrots and he's a good boy. Aren't you a good boy? Hey, Felix, you want your treat? Sí, mucho mejor. No, es bueno. Ellos están más felices también.
Sí.
Menos sol. Y cuando la lluvia llegó.
Resísimo. Muy resísimo.
Pero ya es mejor adentro, ¿no?
Sí. Sí, ayer le limpiamos, le acomodamos.
Uh-huh.
Dejamos limpio, bien parejo, más que...
Chicky is born to be a farm dog. Hey, Chicky. Malika, ¿quieres tu zanahoria?
Hoy iban a meter el tractor, pero hay asamblea del ejido.
¿Cómo?
Hay asamblea en el ejido.
Ah, ok.
Y el del tractor, pues va a la asamblea, mijo.
Ah, ok.
Lunes o martes.
Ok.
Va a quedar, ya quité todos los postes de allá,
Ajá.
para que todo quede limpio. Solamente todo está bien.
Yeah, so what Candelario is saying was he's supposed to get a tractor from the Ejidos, but they're doing an assembly today. So maybe Monday or Tuesday, we're going to get the tractor and we're going to clear all this area out. And then we're going to build the pen, some cool cabanas. I'm looking at about 10 to 12 cabanas and kind of one area that we're, over time, no matter what happens here, going to keep it in its more natural state. More on that soon. What do you think, Felix? When I come back, I'll give you more carrots. Or do you want more carrots now? Are you just a piggy? I got to go ride, but I will be back, okay? Here, you can have that. Look at Malika. You're a piggy too. Adelaide will be kicking off her horse tours again here in the high season. So if you're coming to Bucerias and you want to ride, you can reach out to Bucerias Saddle Adventures. And lots of things to talk about on a Sunday morning. If you're interested in horse ownership, she's going to be offering basically quarter shares in any of our horses. So it allows you to get in, and I think it's something like 12,500 pesos for a quarter share, and then you pay your share of the monthly expense, and you can come basically almost ride as much as you want along with your other owners. There would be a calendar, you'd be able to book your horses and that, and the horses stay in like the rental pool, so they're used for the tours, and any of the money that comes in from the rental of the horses basically ends up going back to the rental pool, and that helps cover some of your expenses. All right, guys, so I'm going to ride Malika. We'll see you guys in a bit. And Felix, next week you and I are riding, okay? What do you think? All right, I want to take you guys on a tour of the property, but I got Chicklet with me and Candelarios Primos. I have like 3 dogs, and I should have had the camera on. They chased Chicky right out of that situation. You want some salad? They love, because this is like salad, man. This is salad bar. When Adelaide and I did a 4-day ride last year, it was in October, and it was long days, and the horses would just love when we came up to kind of grass like this. This was their salad bar. Okay, come on. But I wonder if next time, because Chicky is like, he's got a lot of energy. He honestly should be on a farm. So I'm going to take him out more often with me just to get him more exercise. But I think he could probably be on one of those trips. Just need lots of water and lots of extra food, and he'd be good. Anyways, so we're going to just do a little ride, and I'll just yap for a bit more, and we'll close off the video. But this is my Sunday, guys. This is what it looks like. It's a massive amount of land. I keep trying to convince Jillian that, you know, this should be our next place. She's not quite there yet, but, you know, I could kind of imagine taking a nice lot right here, you know, maybe a 1/4 acre, something like that. Build a nice little house, have some space for the horses, that they can be close to us, but then also we can let them out to graze as well. And that's kind of the dream, you know? Like, look at this. We're in the city of Bucerias. We're in town, but it's, I don't know, I could do this every single day. So yeah, if you're coming to Bucerias in the high season and you want to get out and ride like a local, reach out to Adelaide at Bucerias Saddle Adventures, and she'll get you out riding, all levels. If you're a more experienced rider, let her know when you book, and you could do some more challenging terrain or rides. And if you're a more intro level rider, let her know as well, so that she can accommodate you and make sure you're on the right horse to make that experience great. All right, I got a lot of response from one of the videos I did on, you know, kind of the top 6 things you need to do when considering a move to Mexico. And generally speaking, that video was taken really well. Like, people got it. But I don't know about surprised, but I guess maybe a little bit surprised at some of the comments coming mostly from Americans. Anyways, one of the biggest comments I saw on this video, and it was about, you know, when you come to Mexico, you're not in Kansas anymore, and you have to think about embracing the culture, learning the language, and trying to assimilate a bit. And I think that was taken so out of context, okay? Because the amount of comments and xenophobic comments I got from Americans about, yeah, well, it'd be great if all those Mexicans that came to the States would take that advice. Let me tell you guys, okay, if well, number one, not every person you see that is Latin American is Mexican. So that's the first mistake you guys all make. Like, everyone's Mexican to you. Number two, not everyone who is Latin American is an undocumented worker or not have proper documentation. That is fully false. And you guys are just falling right into the mainstream media trap, creating this level of hate, which is just completely unnecessary. Your country, for all intents and purposes, allowed this to happen because you need that labor, and the labor that's coming in to like work in the farms. Yeah, like, why do they don't need to learn much of anything. You have them there for one reason only, and that is to like pick fruit or pick vegetables, whatever they're doing. They're working freaking hard. They're working to put food on your table. If anything, you should be thanking them because they're actually keeping the prices of your groceries lower in this very highly inflationary market. So you want to get rid of them all? Well, guess what? All your prices are going to go through the roof. Who's going to do that work, right? The other thing is, when people move from Latin America, other Latin American countries, or Mexico, and less people are moving from Mexico, by the way. Why? Because the economy here is doing quite well, and as a matter of fact, more and more people are coming back to Mexico because of the better quality of life here, okay? So you kind of got to get those facts and figures straight. But what I'm trying to say, when people are coming to the United States, it's based on the American dream, okay? Like your country, my country, also Canada, was built on immigrants, okay? And yeah, there's gonna be a couple comments popping up right now. No, it was built on settlers. Oh, give your freaking head a shake, okay? The country, you wanna go back in a time machine to the 17 or 1800s, go buy a time machine. Go there and see how you like living in 1791 with your settler friends. It was built on immigrants, okay? And immigrants came to the States or Canada, and I come from Polish and Ukrainian immigrants. And why did we fucking come here? Or why did we come to Canada? Is because things were shit in our countries. Luckily, my grandparents came because, I don't know, maybe they would have ended up in the gas chambers in World War II, like who knows, like from my Polish background, right? But they came to Canada for a better life and they helped build Canada. They weren't settlers, they were immigrants, okay? And they were discriminated against as well because why? They were Ukrainian and Polish, and we were actually called pukes, okay? You're a uke or a puke. And when I was growing up, I wanted to keep learning Ukrainian and Polish, but I was literally we were encouraged, and my parents were encouraged not to do any of that. Why? Because of the racist motherfuckers that would look at them and say, fuck your culture, you got to fit in and basically speak like a Canadian. So anyways, I'm kind of rambling here a bit, but I'll tell you this. The Mexicans that are working and living in the United States, yeah, of course, they speak Spanish. It's probably their first language. And when they're amongst Spanish-speaking friends, they're going to speak Spanish. But I can guarantee you, if you pull 99 out of 100 people off the street that is of Mexican descent or from Mexico, they're going to speak enough English to get by in your country, okay?
Oh, it's the client. Juan, here's the blueprint. Let me know when you guys could get this done, okay? Yes, sir. What the fuck, Juan?
They don't need to speak perfect English. And you guys took out of context my video where Mexicans aren't looking for you to speak perfect Spanish here in Mexico. They're just looking for you to learn the basics.
Ahora 100. Oh my God. 100. 200. 200. Cientos. 200. What the fuck?
Just not be a jerk. And when it comes to culture, it's just, kind of appreciate the culture and understand it. No one's looking for you to all of a sudden show up to a banda concert and, dance to the banda band. That's not what they're looking for. But it's almost like you guys want them to show up, to TGIF on Fridays and eat a bunch of wings and drink a bunch of Coors Light and, bang their American because, really, what other kind of culture other than football? And there is no real culture, defining culture in the United States or Canada. It's a mishmash because people are immigrants. They came from all over. And I think it's something we should actually celebrate. And the fact is, the United States has a huge Latin American culture and a huge Mexican culture. And you guys should be celebrating that because it kind of makes you unique as a country, not trying to destroy that. Celebrate it.
Okay, tacos y pozole or hamburguesa y mac and cheese. Obvio!
Right? It's actually part of your culture. The fact that Spanish is a very predominant language in the States and Spanish culture, not Spanish culture, but Mexican culture and other Latin American cultures is very predominant in the United States, especially in specific areas. You should be embracing that because that's what makes you different. So anyways, that's my rant. And I know I'm going to get a lot of hate on this, especially from, the crackers out there who it doesn't matter what you say, it's anti-immigration this and anti-immigration that, but so be it. And before I finish, and estoy hablando mis paisanos en México también, es como lo mismo, viendo como los mismos comentarios que Gringo go home, México para los mexicanos. Okay, well, let me tell you guys, is a lot of Mexico has been built on foreign investment, 45, I don't have my notes in front of me, but call it $45 billion in 2024, which the United States is the top contributor of foreign investment here. Like, what do you think happens with that investment? That's what's driving the economy. And when people are protesting in the Ciudad de Mexico about gentrification and higher prices, I get it, okay? It is a fact, but it is not, this is not something that is a Mexico City problem. It's a global problem. And it's not a result because you have a bunch of frickin' keyboard warriors living in your city now. I mean, that's going to contribute to it, yes. But the reason why we have gentrification and increase costs in Mexico is because the Mexican economy is doing so well. Like, the Mexican economy is growing. People are moving out of the, let's call it the, I like to say the lower class, but like lower income levels into middle income levels. And from middle income levels into middle high income levels. And from middle high income levels into high income levels. And esto es razón. Hay otras cosas que está pasando aquí, contribuyendo a como los precios altos y gentrification. A veces es muy difícil para practicar en español porque en mi mente estoy pensando en este tema y me disculpa. Pero de hecho, en la Valle de Banderas, por ejemplo, como 90% de la economía aquí es de turismo, ¿ok? Y los extranjeros que están comprando casas, departamentos y viviendo aquí más de como 2 semanas, como 6 meses, 4 meses, ellos contribuyeron mucho a la economía. Y si un día todos los gringos regresan a casa en Canadá o los Estados Unidos, ¿qué va a pasar aquí? Una economía destruida. Es verdad. Ok, quizás los precios de casas y renta va a bajar, pero tú no vas a tener ningún trabajo. Y por eso, ¿qué vamos a hacer aquí? You know, like if all of a sudden all the gringos were to go home, no, we're going this way, Finley, overnight, the economy would be destroyed. Yeah, you'd have a huge glut on the real estate market because all these properties would come up for sale. But so you'd have cheaper properties, you'd have cheaper rent, but you'd have no economy. Like, the economy would be basically destroyed. People would be coming to Mexico still, like, don't get me wrong. You'd have plane loads of people coming from Canada and the States, but only in the winter, and they'd be staying at all the corporate hotels that are on the beach. And I mean, I don't know, last time I looked, yeah, there's houses on the beach, apartments on the beach, but most of the development, at least in this area, is big Mexican-owned hotels or globally owned hotels that have basically blocked off all the beach access. Anyways, I've kind of gone on a bit of a rant. I'm going to just kind of leave it there. I'm going to finish up the ride right now. I don't know where this video went, but you know, it's just Joel's Sunday rant. So take it for what it is. I think that's it. Hey, what do you think, Finley? Are we done? Are we done with my rant? Oh, you just want salad bar. Just salad bar, hey? All right, everybody, thanks for joining me for another video. I hope you enjoyed it. I really had no format here. It just kind of went where it went. And on that note, nos vemos hasta luego y adiós desde Bucerías, México, en Rancho Candelario.